The Unspoken Truth. In the quiet hum of the evening, Claire sank into the plush cushions of the sofa, her fingers lightly grazing the rim of her wineglass. The dim light from the table lamp created a soft glow, casting shadows that danced across the room. The house was still, the kind of quiet that followed the chaos of a busy day. It was her time to unwind, a moment of peace before the night enveloped her. James, her husband, was in the study, absorbed in a book that had kept him up late into the night for weeks. Claire stole a glance at the door leading to the study, her heart heavy with a secret she had carried for years. A secret that was never meant to come to light. Years before she met James, Claire had been involved in a passionate, chaotic affair with someone who was as reckless as he was charming. Their relationship was a whirlwind of intense emotions and spontaneous decisions. Among those decisions was an affair with a third party, which led Claire into a tangled web of deceit and betrayal. The affair had culminated in an illicit rendezvous with a prominent businessman. During one of their secret meetings, Claire had been drawn into a game of seduction and manipulation. The businessman had promised to help her with a financial venture that would secure her future, but the reality was much darker. She had been entangled in a scheme that resulted in her getting involved in a high-stakes gambling ring that promised great returns but ended in catastrophic loss. The fallout was disastrous. Claire found herself buried under debt, facing threats and harassment from unscrupulous lenders. The emotional toll was even more severe. She had lost her sense of self, struggling with guilt and shame. She used every ounce of her willpower to settle her debts and erase the remnants of that tumultuous period from her life. When she met James, the wounds were still fresh, but the worst was behind her. She had meticulously rebuilt her life, reinventing herself as a confident, successful woman. To James, she appeared as a pillar of strength and integrity, a far cry from the troubled soul she had been. The secret of that sordid affair, the financial turmoil, and the shady dealings remained buried beneath the surface. Claire had chosen to keep it hidden, not because she feared James's reaction, but because she wanted to protect him from the darker chapters of her past. She couldn't bear the thought of him seeing her in the light of those mistakes and vulnerabilities. She had crafted a version of herself that was complete, whole, and far removed from the messy reality of her previous life. As Claire sipped her wine and looked around their serene living room, she thought about the web of lies and choices that had shaped her. The secret she kept was not just about betrayal and financial disaster. It was about a period of her life that had molded her into who she had become. She loved James deeply, and she couldn't bear to tarnish the life they had built together with the ghosts of her past. The unspoken truth was a burden she carried with a mixture of shame and relief, knowing that some parts of her history were too raw to share. In the end, Claire found solace in the fact that some secrets, no matter how heavy, were meant to remain buried. They were a testament to her resilience and growth. As she turned her gaze to the study door, she felt a profound peace, understanding that her past, though shadowed, was an integral part of her journey. And in the quiet of the evening, surrounded by the love and stability she had built, she found comfort in the silence that held her deepest truths.